Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the entrance of the 2014 University of Saskatchewan graduands?
Would the graduates please turn and face the platform? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spring Convocation 2014. Would you please join our vocalist, Katya Hartova, in the singing of O Canada, and then please remain standing for the invocation.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Creator God, giver of every good gift, as we gather here today to celebrate the academic achievements of the graduates of the College of Education, we give thanks. We give thanks for the freedom to live life with joy to the fullest. We give thanks for the gift of life, and we pray that we can respond to the call to be good stewards of the environment, good citizens of our planet, and good friends to each other. We give thanks for the gift of education, for our classmates and our professors, and for the gift of our place of higher learning. Our years at the University of Saskatchewan have challenged us to learn and to grow. May we have the courage to bring the light of knowledge that we have attained to cast out the darkness of this world. Let us be mindful teachers, thoughtful educators, self-reflective practitioners, and lifelong learners. We give thanks for our greatest gift, those who have supported us throughout our lives, our loved ones, our families, and our friends. They've encouraged us, believed in us, and were there for us in times of need. We give them our love and our gratitude, those who join us here today, and those who couldn't be here, but are present in our hearts. And we give thanks for the promise of the future. As we move forward in life, may we have the strength to seek truth and justice in a world that badly needs balance, compassion, and love. As the students convocate today, we are proud of them. We celebrate them, and we see that they have limitless potential. Bless them in their future choices. As so many in this world struggle for the basic necessities of life, give us courage to emerge as leaders in our global village, to see past our needs to the needs of others and the common good. For all these we give thanks, and we ask for help to use our learning, our gifts, and our talents to make our community, and indeed our world, a better place to be. God be with us today and always. Amen.
Will you please be seated? Once again, graduands and distinguished guests, welcome. I am Elizabeth Williamson. I am the University Secretary, and I have the honor of introducing to you the members of the platform party that you see before you. So beginning with the front row, on my left and your right, Karen Chad, Vice President Research. Patty McDougall, Vice Provost, Teaching and Learning. Louise Humbert, Associate Dean, College of Kinesiology. Frank Asapes, Traditional Knowledge Keeper. Rob Norris, MLA, Saskatoon Greystone. President Gordon Barnhart. Chancellor Blaine Favel. Iseldine Abuelish, recipient this afternoon of an Honorary Doctor of Laws degree. Laurie Helston, Associate Dean, College of Graduate Studies and Research. Trevor Crow, Associate Dean, College of Graduate Studies and Research. Michelle Pertula, Associate Dean, College of Education. In the second row, our orators, Candace Wasakase Laverty, Brooke Clausen, Dave Minch, and our senators, Lori Eisinger, Shirley Haynes, and Nadia Prokopchuk. David Burgess, Department Head, Educational Administration. Kevin Wilson, University of Saskatchewan Retirees Association. Max Finday, President, University of Saskatchewan Students' Union. Wayne Evaniski, University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association. Michael McLean, University Chaplain. And behind them, and I would ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. We thank our faculty, administration, and members of our governing bodies for the work they have done by supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates. We acknowledge the traditional territory of Treaty 6 on which we have gathered for this event. Please stand as you are able for the honor song. There is no applause after the honor song. Please be seated. There is one correction I would like to make. Laurie Helston is Associate Dean in the College of Education.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you Izzeldine Abuleish. I cannot think of a person who better exemplifies the characteristics inherent in the granting of an honorary Doctor of Laws. Dr. Abuleish is an Associate Professor of Global Health at the Dalla Lana School of Public Health, University of Toronto. His teaching responsibilities and research interests are focused on global public health and women's health, particularly in countries in conflict. He's also a global health scholar at Mount Sinai Hospital and an adjunct scientist at the Women's College Research Institute. He has a profound respect for women and their potential to influence our world. Dr. Abuleish is a Palestinian who grew up in a refugee camp in the Gaza Strip. Despite his personal struggles as a young boy, which continue to live with him today, his determination and hard work drove him to become a highly trained, well-respected, and internationally known physician and infertility expert, and also the first Palestinian to practice medicine in an Israeli hospital, treating both Israeli and Palestinian patients. Living in Gaza was a constant struggle for survival for Dr. Abuleish and his family, as it continues to be for many people there. To add to this struggle, he lost his wife to acute leukemia late in 2008. In addition, because of the conflict in Gaza, he always lived under the threat and fear of danger, again, as others do still on this day. In January 2009, this fear was realized when an Israeli missile attack on his home killed 3 of his daughters, Beisan, Me'ar, and Aya, and his niece, Noor. Scheduled to speak over the phone on live television that day, Dr. Abuleish kept the appointment and called into the station immediately after the attack. His raw anguish seized the attention of the world. Those who heard his voice that day will never forget it. This courageous act, heart-wrenching to listen to, resulted in a unilateral ceasefire, and Dr. Abuleish believes, in part, that because of this, his girls' deaths were not in vain. Although most of us would likely succumb to anger and resentment, Dr. Abuleish's life tragedies fostered a resolve in him to continue advocating for humanity, peace, and health in the world. He works tirelessly to spread his imperative message to stop hatred and to build understanding through health and education. In memory of his daughters, Dr. Abuleish established the Daughters for Life Foundation, a Canadian charitable organization that supports the education and health of girls and women in the Middle East. In 2010, Dr. Abuleish authored the book, I Shall Not Hate, a Gaza doctor's journey on the road to peace and human dignity. The book describes his struggle against poverty, his work as a physician and peace advocate, and the personal tragedies that fueled his determination to fight for a better future for both Palestinians and Israelis. His deep belief that hate is a disease treatable through education and understanding can, through person after person and place after place, have a monumental impact on our world. I Shall Not Hate was published in Canada and became an instant bestseller and is now published in 23 languages worldwide. It is also being written into a screenplay, broadening its potential to impact even more people. Recognizing its messages of humanity, hope, peace, and compassion, Holocaust victim and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Elie Wiesel noted that I Shall Not Hate is a necessary lesson against hatred and revenge. Through his messages, Dr. Abuleish challenges every single one of us to be morally responsible and accountable for improving conditions on our planet. He calls us to stop observing the wrong in our world, but instead to run to it, engaging ourselves in changing it. He reminds us that all of our world is our responsibility. Dr. Abuleish wrote, "What can we achieve through hatred? Peace can only come about after an internal shift on both sides. What we need is respect and the inner strength to refuse to hate, and then we will achieve peace." He says, "When I deliver a baby, there is no difference between the cry of the Muslim, the Jewish, the Christian. It is the cry of a newborn baby, a cry of hope and responsibility." He adds, "Justice has one color." Dr. Abuleish has presented at conferences all over the world, educating and inspiring thousands of people, and he's been awarded numerous significant honors, awards, and honorary degrees. Among many proud faculty, staff, and alumni of the University of Saskatchewan, it is an honor to have him here today. Eminent Chancellor, I present Izzeldine Abuleish and ask that you will confer on him the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
It's my great pleasure to say these words. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and invest you with all the powers, rights, privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Chancellor Favell, President Barnhart, honored guests, faculty and staff, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor and the pleasure to be the first Arab and maybe the first Muslim in the history of the University of Saskatchewan to have this honor. This is a moment where I am so moved and thrilled and dedicated to my beloved mother, wife, and daughters, where they are remembered and to keep alive. And now, to address you, the graduate students, let me start by congratulating you as you begin your professional life. And I ask, do I wish to be in your place? Yes, because you are the hope and you are the future. It reminds me of the first day at the medical school in Cairo. I wanted to succeed, to go back home where my parents and my people are waiting for me to help them. And we need to ask, what is the greatest challenge to our success? I was challenged the whole of my life. From my early childhood, I never tasted my childhood, But I realized that the suffering in this world, my suffering and others, it's man-made. And that's where the hope lies. It's man-made. What can we do to challenge this man-made suffering? By not accepting it. What can we do to challenge it? God wants every good thing for us. I saw the war and hope in my life. The war in the killing of my daughters. My life was a war. I was fighting on daily basis just to survive. In a time we see others who are living to fight. But I saw the hope in the newborn. I delivered. And life is full of challenges. But I learned, as Einstein said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep balanced, we must keep moving, not to stop. There are serious challenges facing the world, but I believe there is no greater challenge than the lack of personal responsibility. Taking personal responsibility transcends the circumstances and situations in which we find ourselves. One of the most important ingredients for moving forward is the knowledge of what exactly you want and making a plan on how to achieve it, whatever the challenges and others say. Always for you, because I see myself in you. Listen to your inner voice. Do it. Take it. I learned to listen to my inner voice and follow what it says. Don't say no. After you try, then you can decide if you want to say no or not. Every great dream in life begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world. Also, I learned as a physician what life and death actually mean when a person dies. I learned to value all of human life immensely and to realize that others have needs and sufferings that I wanted to alleviate through my work as a physician. Life is what we make it. Always has been, always will be. It's in your hand. You can shape the life you want and the future you need. Some may see that tolerance is weakness and silence is a defeat, but they don't know that resilience and tolerance need a greater power of that needed for revenge, and that silence is more powerful than any words. I encourage you to dream big. Life taught me that dreams are close to reality. With hard work, you can achieve it. Don't underestimate yourself. The first step in failure is to lose confidence. Don't reject yourself. You can be the one you want to be. Everything starts small, then becomes big. What changes will I make today? That's the question you need to ask, not to continue turning a deaf ears or closed eyes about what is happening in our world. We must show that life is precious and that none is ignored or considered unworthy of a secure and prosperous life. And how to show this? It's through action. Learn to listen to yourself and start by doing actions and making a difference. Mistakes will happen, but don't blame others. You need to learn from these mistakes. Not to blame, but to take responsibility and to move forward. What can be done to make a difference in this world? To speak out. We need to speak out, not to delay it. We need to be proactive, not to be reactive. And if it's not we, then who is going to do it? If it's not now, so when? We are each responsible for our own life. No other person is or ever can be. The world is endemic with violence, injustice, fear, and hatred. These diseases, they cross barriers and borders, and no one is far from them. And we live in a small world. No one is far from risk. We all are impacted, either directly or indirectly with it. To endure this world, we need the truth and justice. You are here to learn and see the truth and act to bring the justice. Education is the strongest agent for progress, change, and prosperity. Education offers the light in our world, which is full of darkness. You come to learn, to be enlightened, and see things differently, and enlarge your universe. In memory of my daughters, I established Daughters for Life because a tragedy can't be the end of our lives. We can't allow it to control and defeat us. Education is the strongest agent and the strongest weapon. Education is about creating a world of justice and hope and eradicate injustice. Maria Montessori said, establishing a lasting peace is the work of education, and what all politics can do is to keep us out of war. Our enemies are our ignorance, our arrogance and fear. My daughter Shada, where her journey inspired me and drive me, she refused to be a victim, and education was her way out. She was severely wounded with her sisters. She was 17, studying day and night to be one of the top 10 in Palestine in the high school. She was studying on candles during that war. She went to the hospital where I am working in. She spent 4 months in the hospital. She lost the sight in one eye, 2 malformed fingers, but she didn't lose the direction or the compass. She said, I have to go to do the high school exam. I have to achieve the plans and the dreams of my sisters. She did it. And the day we moved to Canada, they announced the result. And she succeeded, as nothing happened to her because my daughters, they never succeeded, less than 97% in their schools. Shada, next year, she will graduate with a degree in electrical and computer engineering from the University of Toronto. That's the challenge, the antidote of hatred and revenge is to succeed and to keep determined and focused. Nothing is impossible in life. I succeeded in my life. From Jabalia camp to Cairo University, to London, to Israel, to Italy, to Belgium, to Harvard. Everything in my life I planned, I succeeded to achieve. The only impossible thing in life I believe in is to return my daughters back. But I am determined to keep them alive. But I will never, and that's one of the messages I want you, I will never forget from where did I come. There are many people waiting behind me. They want us to help them. If you succeeded in your life, don't forget from where did you come. Give hand to the people from where and who supported you, your parents, your people. I came to Canada, and let me tell you the story of our first day in Canada, which strengthened my belief in this country and its value. The first day we arrived in the morning, I introduced myself to our neighbor. And my daughter, who was 10 years old, she went to their house. 8 hours later, my neighbor is coming and to say to me, your children will be at the same school. as my children, and we live our life for our children, let us take the wooden fence in the backyard to make it one. The first day I learned here, with action, is to smash barriers, physical, mental, and that's what is needed. We need to build the bridge and channels between us. So you need to ask, what change will I make today? What must you do? What kind of people you must be? You must be people of values, vision, and leadership. You need to establish your own values. Values provide the basis for health and peace and define who we are. Values include respect for human dignity and social justice. You must promote these values and live your lives by these values with passion, courage, and persistence. You also need to be people of vision. Your vision provides goals for the future and guidance on how to reach them. The late United States Senator Robert Kennedy used to say, some people see things as they are and ask why. I dream things that never were and ask why not. You need to dream things that never were asked why not. You need to be leaders who translate these values and visions into actions, who call forth leadership in others, who not only do things right, but who choose to do the right things in the right time, in spite of the consequences. Don't hesitate to take risk. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. You need to be leaders who do not seek personal credit for what you accomplish, but who know that true acknowledgement is in the realization of your values, vision, and leadership. I came here because I believe in you. I believe in you. So have faith in yourself. Have faith, have hope, and most important, to take action. Move forward with confidence. The world is waiting for you. You are the hope, and you are the new blood and the new leaders for our world to make it the one we all want and missing these days. God bless you. Congratulations to you and to your parents. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor and platform guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, parents and friends. Wow, that was a tremendous speech, sir. Thank you very much. You've given me one problem, though. I'm now the speaker that's following you, and that's a tremendous example to fill. So thank you. I'm Gordon Barnhart. I'm the interim president and vice chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan. And it's my honor to be here with you today to celebrate with you, family and friends and graduates, as you're reaching a milestone and graduating from the College of Education. And you know, receiving your university degree is the culmination of a tremendous amount of effort, a tremendous amount of work as you've been in the labs or the libraries or in lectures and preparing words for exams or essays, but you can take great pride in today, in what you've achieved. And it's not that you've been lucky, but it's because you've earned this degree and you've earned this day. And so that every time that you have your degree, perhaps you'll have it framed, you put it up on a wall, you can look at it, and when you look at it, I hope that you will remember the steps you took to get here today, the first step on campus, the steps across the stage as you're getting your degree. And I hope that you will remember us at the University of Saskatchewan. I remember the first day that I stepped on campus a long time ago. I was 18, came from small town Saskatchewan, a town of saltcoats, a town of 500 people, and it was huge for me to be coming to this big city of Saskatoon. I had only been here once before, but it was what an experience it was. And you know, I was absolutely petrified. I was afraid that I was going to fail because others in my high school that were older than me had graduated before me. I thought the world of them, and I thought they were very, very smart. They'd finished their high school, they went off to university, and some of them came back at Thanksgiving or Christmas. They had left university, and I thought, university must be terribly hard. I didn't realize, they didn't tell me at the time that they'd been partying too much, and that was perhaps the reason why. But I studied very hard. I was afraid of failure. But ultimately, I got my degree, and fortunately enough, I later at age 49 came back and finished my PhD. But it's the education that I received here at the University of Saskatchewan that led me on a wonderful journey. And I'm confident it's going to be the same for you. And I can just imagine what your journeys are going to be. And I went from student to now becoming the interim president of this fine institution. This is my 8th career. And when people look at my resume, they see the word former a lot. Former this and a former that. And many people will say, gee, he couldn't even hold a degree, or a job. Look at all the jobs he's had. But each career has been a wonderful experience. And perhaps you will have multi-jobs, or you may have one throughout your career. But the key is to take advantage of every opportunity that comes along. And your education is part of that. And when I was invited 2 weeks ago now to be the president of the university, I must admit it wasn't on my job list of things that I was planning to do. And yet people said, you can do this, and we would like you to do this. And my first impulse was, no, I don't think I can. But they had confidence in me, and I said, I will give it my very best effort because I believe in this university and I believe in this province. And with your help and with your support, we can make it work. And there are people as well that are supporting you, and they're sitting behind you, your friends and your experiences in life and at the university. These experiences at university have shaped your life and your future. And I honestly say that the friends that I have today, many of them were ones that I met at university. This is a very formative period in your life, and I'm sure that you will keep in touch with many, and I hope that you will. And I hope that this university education, perhaps challenges, but that you met them with courage and you became stronger, and that you will continue to learn and to face those challenges as life confronts you. I hope as well, and I think you have, that as you went through university, you've discovered a passion. When I started university, I was heading in one direction, and I ended up in a very different direction. I never knew what a historian was, let alone what they did, and I ended up with 4 degrees in history. I wanted to be, actually, towards the end of all of that, I wanted to be a teacher, and my very first job was a high school teacher in actually North Battleford. And I loved it. I didn't realize that I could be a teacher. And I was only a teacher for 5 months when that first opportunity, when someone phoned and says, we want you to be the clerk of the legislature in Regina. And that was at noon, and he said, no hurry, think about it, and phone me back at supper time and let me know. And I said, but I can do this, and then I'll come back to teaching. And I did that. I've gone back teaching a total of 3 times. And every time I end up teaching, I don't know what it is. Maybe the students are campaigning to get rid of me, but each time I'm teaching, someone comes along and says, Gordon, come with us. We have something else that we would like you to do. So today, as you are celebrating, just take a deep breath, take it all in, and reflect on how you came here, your family, your friends, and we all give you congratulations. This is a great accomplishment, but this isn't the end. This is just one chapter, and I hope a long book for you. You're not done. At university, I hope that we have taught you to be flexible, to be adaptable, to face change. We've prepared you to think critically, to work independently, but also to work as a group. And you find that in teaching. I know that there's always times when you're having to work as a group. You will face many problems, but you know now how to find solutions. University, I hope, has taught you as well that learning is always continuing. And especially as a teacher, you, or whatever you may be doing with your education degree, you will be finding that you will be continually learning. And I hope that you enjoy that quest for new knowledge throughout your whole life. You've also been given the capacity to learn, to grow, perhaps maybe another degree, more formal education, or perhaps just in your day-to-day work. Continue to grow, continue to improve yourself, and to be just that little bit better every day. And so, no matter what path you choose, we hope that your education here has prepared you for success. And just remember, though, when you leave here, to remember the University of Saskatchewan. And I hope that you know that you are most welcome on campus anytime. We would love to see you back again here, either as a visitor or again as a student. But you're also taking on a different job today as well, and that as ambassador for this university. What you do builds on our reputation. And when you're succeeding, people will say, oh, they graduated from the University of Saskatchewan. Good for you, good for the university. And we share that pride. Go with courage and be proud of what you're doing as we are of you. You have joined an alumni of 141,000 people, more than. These are people that are leaders around the world. And so this is an important group that you are joining, and we wish you well. And everything that you do builds on the university, but conversely, everything that the university does builds on your degree and the value of that degree. And I have made my promise that everything in my power will be done to improve the reputation and the standing worldwide of this university so that you can be proud of being a graduate of this university. And the graduates from the College of Education, you have chosen a profession that makes all other professions possible. Just think of that for a moment. Be it a kindergarten teacher, elementary school, high school. I remember some of my favorite teachers, especially an English teacher in high school. They formed me in terms of who I am today and gave me that inspiration to study harder. There was great competition in my high school. There were 5 of us. Well, no, there was more than 5 in the high school. Come on, it's small, but not that small. But there were 5 of us on the top of the class. And I was number 2 in grade 9, grade 10, and grade 11. And I was determined that I was going to be the valedictorian in grade 12. And I was, because I worked very hard. And the fellow that had been number 1 had discovered girls and beer by that point, and so. But it's a profession that you are entering that is so valuable to our society, and you have no idea the influence you will have on these coming generations. And you, I'm sure, know Professor David Burgess, who is sitting behind me here. We just got comparing notes. He was a student of mine here at university 20 years ago. And I am so proud of him today, and you will see him in action a wee bit later. The college's innovative programming and increasingly our practical nature, that programming ensures education students are trained to succeed. With its broad range of offerings, elementary, middle years, secondary, vocational, degrees with Aboriginal and Northern specialties, colleges display this commitment to training its teachers, its candidates, to advance the intellectual, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual development of all learners. So you can be proud today of this degree that you're going to earn in just a minute. This is a great accomplishment, and I say congratulations to you. And finally, I'm wanting to address the people who are sitting behind you, your friends, your family. Thank you very much for coming today. We very much appreciate you sharing in this. It's a chance for us, all of us, to say a thank you to you for your love, your encouragement, and the tuition fees. And to say thank you very much. This is a day for you to celebrate as well. And now I have a favor to ask of all of the graduates. Would you rise and face your family and friends? And let's give them a round of applause as our thanks to them for their support. And the graduates can now turn back towards the stage and please be seated. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Enjoy the day. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the University Senate and Board, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees and certificates to which they are entitled.
Madam Secretary, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the Council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees and certificates to which you are entitled, and to invest in you the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Would the graduands in the front row please rise and come to the platform? Graduands, as you make your way forward, I'll just let you know how the conferring of degrees will unfold. As you enter the stage, please stop and face the audience as the hood will be put over your shoulders. Once you've been hooded, proceed to the first podium where the orator will present each of you by name. Once your name has been announced, proceed to shake the Chancellor's hand, and the Chancellor then tells you that you have been admitted to the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan. You will then continue across the platform to be greeted by the President and your Dean or Associate Dean of the College, and to receive your parchment from them. As you go down the steps, you will be welcomed as new members of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association by a representative of the association.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Education. I present to you Carolyn Christine Adelman, with distinction. Sarah Dawn Afseth, with distinction. Alejandro Alba Molina, with distinction. Daniel Wardell S. Albert. Brittany Marlene Almighty Voice. Oh, one. Take your time. Nicole Lindsay Anderson, with distinction. Pauline Helen Anderson, with distinction. Nicole Renee Andre. Leah Marie Arcand. Michael Gordon Armstrong, with distinction. Kellen Lee Ashworth, with distinction. Brendan Travis Bagnall, with distinction. Garrett Dawson Bailey. Nathan Waslishin. Can you say that for me? Okay. Nathan Waslishin Baldwin. Chelsea Banham with distinction. Aaron Tova Beach with distinction. Adrienne Elizabeth Begg with distinction. Randy Bryn Bender with distinction. Aquilina Benacasa. Chantel Lynn Blight with distinction. Carter Reed Block. Kristen Nicole Blomert with distinction. Amanda Desiree Boulay with distinction. Julie Boyd Bellina. Christine Michelle Boyle with distinction. Jocelyn Ann Boyle. Justin Miles Bredennord with distinction. Sydney Ethel Bernadette Brooks with distinction. Rachel Alana Beckert with distinction. Peter Charles Bezovi. Lucas Benjamin Lawrence Carrier with distinction. Josiah Merrifield Chamberlain. Shay Channon with distinction. Ashley Caroline Shalog with distinction. Zlatan Chilinjic. Melanie Cochran with distinction. Ashley Page Colson with distinction. Amanda Shirley Ann Cook with distinction. Jaden Alexandra Cool with distinction. Mandy. Edna Phyllis Cooper with distinction. Brittany Alexandra Copens with distinction. Michael James Crow with distinction. Blake William Cumming with distinction. With great distinction. Jessica Taylor Daniels with distinction. Kimberly Dawn Daniels. Jennifer Marie Delowski with distinction. Kyla Marie, just tell me. Kyla Marie Domacy. Audrey Lauren Eyre with distinction. Kristen Jill Ellison with distinction. Ian Christopher Elliott with great distinction. Kylie Brooke Emerson with distinction. Dale Christopher Emond with distinction. Lauren Amanda Federico with distinction. Kelty Shirley Elaine Felsky with distinction. Ashlyn Brianne Fitchner with distinction. Jonathan Drew Forbes with distinction. Heidi Dawn Foth with distinction. Chantel Cheryl Fansu. Paige Suzanne Freistad with distinction. Jolene Dawn Friesen with distinction. Sarah Lynn Frisky with distinction. Samantha Marie Fulton with distinction. Shalise Rose Marie Gamble with distinction. Janelle Garchinsky with distinction. Carlita Ray Gardapi. Alan Christopher Garnham. Molly Erin Gartner with distinction. Jennifer Marie Galetta with distinction. Nicole Helen Gelowitz. Jesse Daniel John Gerard. Erica Nicole Gervais with distinction. Charlena Tabitha Jida with distinction. Jasmine Page Ginther with distinction. Victoria Elizabeth Glass with distinction. Michael Edward Goodman with distinction. Charlene Lindsay Gopher Swiftwolf with distinction. Kimberly Kathleen Goran with distinction. Shannon Lynn Grant with distinction. Kayla Patricia Doris Grasby with distinction. Kimberly Dawn Greyeyes. Lori Ann Greyeyes with distinction. Chaudre Lee Goodmanson. Cynthia Rose Guttormson with distinction. Sarah Elizabeth Hagan with great distinction. Courtney Stay Hall with distinction. Adam Sean Halleck with distinction. Taylor Kathleen Halleck with distinction. Brianne Jill Hansen with distinction. Brianna Dawn Hardy with distinction. Kimberly Lauren Hassard with distinction. Travis William Heath. Charlotte Mary Hedden with distinction. Jillian Lee Heidecker with distinction. Caitlin Marie Hill. Allison and Lucy Hins with distinction. Riley Mitchell Hobbins with distinction. Anna Hodgins with distinction. Andrea Danielle Hoffer with distinction. Bonnie Marie Hersuk with distinction. Brandon Dean Hutchinson with distinction.
Judith Jackson with distinction. Morgan James Jangula with distinction. Vanessa John. Akila Marie Junt with great distinction. Kathleen Marie Youngworth with distinction. Stacy Jo Kasmer with distinction. Jennifer Leanne Kells with distinction. Alana Gail Kennedy with distinction. Joanne Marie Elizabeth Kent. Jobina Kestategan. Sadaf Gayas Khan with distinction. Kelsey Lynn Kiefer with distinction. Madison Terry Jagard with distinction. Tamra Ray Naus with great distinction. Janica Joy Nibbs with distinction. Nadia Kodak with distinction. Nikki Costinley with distinction. Anastasia Kotsanidou with distinction. Daniel Jacob Kraus with distinction. Stephanie Ryan Krawchuk with distinction. Sarah Michelle Krawick. Jeremy Jonathan Lalonde with distinction. Angela Courtney LaPlante with distinction. Nicole Marie LaPlante. Yingzhu Wendy Lee. Ayla Lloyd with distinction. Judy Louise Lockwood with great distinction. Amanda Jade Opal Lyons with distinction. Melissa Charlene Madsen with distinction. Ambria Marie Manil with distinction. Andrea Rose Martiniak with distinction. Cameron Anthony Bernard Mattis. Tori Lee Mazurkiewicz with distinction. Rachel Viola McAllister with distinction. Gina Frances McGillivray. Kaylee Chandra Leigh Mackay. Sarah Lynn McLeod with distinction. Tori Jillian Rose McNee with distinction. Kimberly Marie Meyer. Melissa Andrea Melnick with distinction. Megan Marie Liddell Markowski. Alyssa Dawn Michalak with distinction. Borden Clarence James Miller with distinction. Sally Sophia Mitchell with distinction. Fallon Haley Moccasin with distinction. Miranda Lynn Moccasin with great distinction. Tanya Lynn Morin. Miranda Lee Morstad with distinction. Nikki Marie Modlag with distinction. Murray Royday Musqua with distinction. Eric Gordon Neudorf with great distinction. Natasha Eden Newstead with distinction. Lindsay Carol Newton with distinction. Darlene Kim Knight with distinction. Cherie Leslie Nocho with distinction. Bethany Jude Olson with distinction. Ashley Terry Ozeski with distinction. Jenna Elizabeth Ann Ostrander with distinction. Aaron Allen Palmier with distinction. Hai Jin Park with distinction. Esther Mayen Perry with distinction. Allison Emily Pollock with distinction. Jerika Valerie Penny with distinction. Sarah Catherine Penrose with distinction. Gwendolyn May Peters with distinction. Amanda Jeanette Pfeiffer with distinction. Taylor Pilon with distinction. Karen Amy Picketley with distinction. Jody Lynn Polowick with distinction. Kelsey Dallin Pregno. Ali Pravda with distinction. Callie Jean Prentice with distinction. Giselle Nicole Prosco with distinction. Owen William Quantz with distinction. Frances Oksana Evgene Rawlick with great distinction. Sharam Reza. Kimberly Sheila Marie Reed. Angela Dawn Regish with distinction. Kent Joseph Ritchie with distinction. Stephanie Robbins. Tiffany Teresa Darlene Roberts with distinction. Stephan Raymond Ryan with distinction. Elise Rose Salter with distinction. Lorianne Marie Sampson with distinction. Andrea Nicole Sharfstein with distinction. Kelly Rihanna Schindel with distinction. Christopher Edward Schneider with distinction. Matthew Peter Schul with distinction. Chad A. Scott. Michael David Seib with distinction. Carrie Danielle Sharp with distinction. Serena Marie Singh with distinction. Kimberly Deanne Sopkowitz with distinction. Morgan Crystal Spyglass with distinction. Megan Brittany Stack with distinction. Maureen Dorothy Stang with distinction. Whitney Irene Stang with distinction. Megan Lynn Steckler with distinction. Kaylin Brianne Stewart with distinction. Brianne Kathleen Swarbrick with distinction. Melissa Ann Simonuk. Callie Adele Tatlow with distinction. Tasha Allison Faith Tykerobe with distinction. Brittany Lorraine Theoret with distinction. Paul Barry Thompson with great distinction. Stephanie Jasmine Thompson with distinction. Kaylee Vivian Timpani with distinction. Charlene Constance Tatusis. Nikala Marie Top with distinction. Janice Marie Tracy with great distinction. Alyssa Catherine Trefiak with distinction. Karen Rosemary Tisani.
Nicole Kathleen Turner with great distinction. Melanie Elise Unruh with distinction. Shelby Amanda Urbanowski, with distinction. Erica Vandeveld Weber, with distinction. Shanna Michelle Vandenheuvel, with great distinction. Helen Van Gool, with great distinction. Jana Diane Varga, with distinction. Shauna Lee Vick, with distinction. Dustin David Vixie, with distinction. Carly Ann Visor. Michael Benjamin Waldron. Shannon Margaret Wandler, with distinction. Janelle Mary Waslin, with distinction. Allison Christine Weber, with distinction. Meg Kristen Whippert. Ariel Rianne Wellwood. Marissa Beth Wilde, with distinction. Thomas Victor Hugh Williams, with distinction. Jacob Michael Arden Whiff, with distinction. Jared William Matthew Whiff, with great distinction. David A. Woods, with distinction. Bailey Angela Yaganiski, with great distinction. Nicole Renee Yee, with great distinction. Matthew John Zelensky. Scott Gerald Zorb, with distinction.
Brett Beckler was an exceptional student. His grades were evidence of a bright mind, strong character, and a commitment and passion for teaching. During his field experiences, Brett shone. He developed a noticeable rapport with students. His patient, non-judgmental style drew students to him. He took time to engage with students and learned about their interests and life outside of school, and that made a big difference. He was especially adept at using humor and telling stories to put people at ease. It was clear that Brett was a natural fit for the teaching profession. Brett was entering his 5th year of a combined Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Bachelor of Education degree, which, had he completed, he would have been convocating with his peers today. Brett succumbed to a terminal illness on June 30th, 2013.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Education. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the combined degree of Bachelor of Education and Bachelor of Music in Music Education. I present to you Robert Adelke Bortolucci Dixon. Jere Louise Matsala with great distinction. Nathan Devon Caleb Seegers with distinction. Ian Joseph Smith Windsor with distinction. Samantha Rochelle Stewart with great distinction. Emily Margaret Tatarnik with distinction. Nicole Michelle Webb with distinction. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the combined degree of Bachelor of Education and Bachelor of Music in Music Education. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the post-degree certificate in education, special education. I present to you Cynthia Susan Nienaber. Shirley Ann Waters. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the Post-Degree Certificate in Education, Special Education. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars from the College of Education and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Education. I present to you Scott Donald Arrow. Ivy Allison Armstrong. Ryan Nicholas Bano. Mark Charles Barrand. Loretta Ann Bill. Mary Eleanor Bishop. Roxanne Amy Bittner. Jennifer Lynn Brokowski. Kenneth James Byers. Vincent Shane Walter Cable. Jordan Derek Carlson. Linda Ann Coughlin. Tracy Diane Cherry. Ryan Philip Dignan. Trustin Scott Domes. Kristen May Dorgan Lee. David Graham Earl. Hillary Jean Elmgren. Lyle John Magus Evaniski. Christine Marie Fiddler. Paula Delina Adele Fortier. Gwen Michelle Fournier. Ryan Keith Giroux. Kylie Chris Jarvis. Sherry Lynn Gurrell. Heidi Rochelle Hale. Aaron Daniel Hansen. J. Robert Harvey. Michael Shane Henry. Teresa Ann Hill. Carly Sarah Holtkamp. Angela Jean Hunjay. Jennifer Maury Ingham. Jean Ann Jackson. Christina M. Jansen. Kristen Diane Jarvis. Darren Mark Jensen. Terry Lynn Johansson. Kimberly May Junk. Dexter Dean Kekekaway. Catherine Ray Kerr. Beverly Ann Kazema. Kevin Cameron Kitchen. Brent David Larwood. Brandon Arnold Leatherdale. Randy Lee Luella Loshak. Melanie Bridget Linchuk. Yao Ma. Kate Allison McCaw. Maureen Cleo McKay. Sophia Jane McLaughlin. Brenna Lynn Millard. Vicky Lynn Moore. Kaylee Jolynn Muirhead. Maynard Terry Prosco. Laura Martha Eileen Quinn. Susie Catherine Ney. Tara Daleen Olson. Amber Dawn Prefontaine. Fallon Leslie Prince. Rosalie Marie Roche. Danielle Laura Rudulier. Stephanie Maria Rutley. Michelle Francis Sanderson. Samantha Regan Shawn. Christina Ray Scott. Tammy Riva Shercliffe. Simarna Singh. Douglas Dwayne Smith. Kristen Marie Smishnik. Amaranta Caroline Ann Sokol Como. Shuangshen Shang. Randy Wade Stashuk. Jeffrey Michael Strader. Diane Leah Sutherland. Carrie Ann Thomas. Jaron Graham Vetter. Kelly James Wandler. Loren Catherine Willie. Sean Gregory Willie. Alana Nicole Wilson. Huan Yang. Patricia Rayanne Zare. Shuya Zhang. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Master of Education.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present our PhD graduates. The custom at the University of Saskatchewan is for our PhD graduates, once they have been admitted to their degree, to be met by their supervisor and escorted to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I present to you Tracy Darlene Dolansky. Tanisha Alicia Ingleton. Deborah Louise Kempku. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate but were not able to be present today.
At the request of the faculties, I authorize these degrees and certificates be granted.
Is Eric Newdorf here? It is my pleasure this afternoon to present to you the 2014 recipient of the Saskatchewan Teachers Federation Prize, Mr. Eric Newdorf. graduating today with a Bachelor of Education degree with great distinction. In each convocation, the prize is awarded to the Bachelor of Education student who has earned the highest cumulative average. It is the most distinguished undergraduate academic honor awarded in the College of Education and represents an acknowledgement of Mr. Neudorf's meritorious achievements in scholarship. The completion of a bachelor's degree in education appears to be a natural culmination of Eric's temperament and experience. His childhood, spent on a farm along Highway 11, offered Eric endless opportunities to indulge his curiosity. When reflecting upon this formative time in his life, Eric recalled and highlighted the central and important role played by his father in encouraging his lifelong and continuing pursuit of knowledge and growth. Eric reflected on how, in high school, his attention was diverted towards sports and music in a town where a post-secondary education was not the norm. With the encouragement of friends and strangers to pursue a service-oriented career, he completed a Bachelor of Arts in Biblical Studies at Briarcrest College. A joy of learning accompanied him to the University of Saskatchewan in 2011. Eric's studies throughout his time in the College of Education have added opportunities for expanding his academic interests, particularly in political science, to his love of history and literature. Eric looks forward to a career in education, a career that he will share with his wife Gina, an active teacher of English to Saskatoon's newcomer community. Eric offers his gratitude to Gina and to the rest of his family for their support, his thanks for his professors who introduced him to new ways of thinking, and his encouragement to his classmates from whom he has learned so much and who will undoubtedly excel in their own teaching careers. He considers it a blessing to have experienced the collaborative learning environment recognized in this convocation today. Eminent Chancellor, colleagues and members of the 2014 University of Saskatchewan Spring Convocation, I present to you Mr. Eric Neudorf, recipient of the Saskatchewan Teachers Federation Prize.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, platform participants, graduates, and guests. I am Wayne Ivaniski, and I am a proud U of S alumnus, earning my Bachelor of Commerce degree in 1977. As a board member of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you, the class of 2014, and welcome each of you as our association's newest members. You made it. Your years of work have paid off. I know you feel like your work is done and you can breathe a sigh of relief. And indeed, you should. Take a moment to soak it all in. Celebrate the moment. Although it feels like today is an end to your time as a member of the U of S community, it is really a new beginning. You will always be a member of the U of S and of the Alumni Association. You are students on campus for a relatively short time and alumni for a lifetime. Today you join our alumni family, 141,000 strong and growing. You follow the footsteps of accomplished U of S alumni like the Honorable John G. Diefenbaker, Canadian Prime Minister and father of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Henry Toby, recipient of the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Nan McKay, the first Métis and first Aboriginal woman to graduate from the U of S nearly 100 years ago. The late Honorable Sylvia Fedoric, pioneer of cobalt-60 radiation treatment for cancer. Guy Vanderhaeg, winner of 2 Governor General Awards for his writing. I could go on naming our alumni who are leaders in business, public policy and public service, health, crop and animal science, the arts, sports and athletics, virtually every field and profession imaginable. But you will not only follow in the footsteps of these distinguished men and women, you will blaze a new path. Take a look around you and remember the faces you see here today. Who do you see? The faculty who have inspired and led you, classmates and colleagues. Remember these faces and names, those you have already heard today and seen in the program. Yours are the names of accomplished alumni that will be read from a stage like this one for future generations. You, the generation that is experiencing change at an unprecedented and ever-accelerating rate, will take all you have learned, your knowledge, your experiences, your relationships, to take on challenges we can't yet imagine, to help build vibrant communities. Because of your time at the U of S, you have all the tools, knowledge, skills, and abilities to think critically, solve problems, create solutions, discover the unknown. Take one more look around you, so when you hear the accomplishments of your fellow alumni, you can say, hey, I know her. She's one of us. She is a U of S alumna. And you will serve as an inspiration for each other to step into the spotlight and boldly share your own achievements as University of Saskatchewan alumni. Congratulations to each and every one of our graduates, and welcome to University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association.
Good afternoon. My name is Blaine Favel, and I'm your 14th Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan. And what I've learned through this week is that I'm the most popular speaker because I'm the last one you have to listen to this afternoon. So it's almost over. Now I'm just give me a couple of minutes though. I'm honored here today to be joined on my platform by many, many special guests. I'd like to acknowledge Rob Norris, if you can please stand and let's give him a round of applause. Rob has been our minister for post-secondary education for some time now. He's been a champion of the university, and he's moving on from that ministry, but I wanted to thank him for all the good work he's done. So thank you, Rob. I'd also, I've had a chance to preside over a few convocations and sort of take it all in, watch the eyes and watch the energy of the students. Always very, very exciting. But today it's a very, very special convocation for me for 2 reasons. One is I'm an alumni of the College of Education, so this is special. I was once with you and across the stage many, many years ago. So that's one reason. The second reason is today we're all very blessed to hear the story of Dr. Abulaish and have him join us and inspire us with his words which have profound meaning for this province, for this country, and for the world. And the main message that he shared with us is that love is stronger than hate, and that kindness is what we should all aspire for. And particularly in this province where we have a growing demographic of Aboriginal people, it's an important message as we go forward, as you go forward and shape the minds of the next generations coming up. And it's extremely powerful for this reason. We had dinner 2 nights ago at the President's residence, and one of the honorees of yesterday was a fellow called Bill McKnight, who may be a familiar name to you. And he was my former boss at one time when he worked in Ottawa. And Bill was sharing a story with me about his grandson, how his grandson was correcting him. Bill used to be the former Minister of Indian Affairs, and how his grandson was correcting him on treaties and on Aboriginal history, on Métis history here in Saskatchewan, and how proud he was and how inspired he was that his grandson was starting out being tolerant, and instead of starting out in a bad road. And that he thought he shared with me that he thought that was a very positive sign for the future of this province. And that this is your mandate as you go forward as educators and people that will be shaping the minds of this next generation of young people, is to carry our esteemed guest and our esteemed visitors' message forward into your classroom and into your lives and into all of our lives as we go forward. So thank you for that again. This was very inspiring. I'd also like to, before I close, just make a comment on the honor song, which is sung at the very beginning of the convocation. And the honor song is very special to my people. We have many, many songs. We're a people of prayer and a people of song. We have songs of thanksgiving and songs for our veterans, songs for all of aspects of our lives. But the most precious song to us, because it's an ancient song and the values that it represents, is the honor song, because it's a song that we sing to people that deserve an honor, that have accomplished a deed that we are proud of. And it's an expression of the community's love for you. And so as you hear this song in the future, remember that today we sang it for you, and today we're all very, very proud of you. Lastly, before I let you go, I'd like to thank a few people that have made today possible. First, I'd like to acknowledge Darren Olerking and the University Wind Orchestra for their wonderful playing. Our signer, Sue Schmidt. Thank you very much, Sue. Our vocalist, Katya Hartova. The drum group, All Tribe Singers. And my very good friend and brother, Frank Asapace, who today is serving as our traditional knowledge keeper. Thank you, Frank. Frank actually claims to know the secret of life, so I encourage you to grab him when you're outside. And of course, our University Chaplain, Michael McLean. Thank you all today for joining us. There's one special person, there's one special person I really do not want to miss, and her name is Danielle Rudelet, and she sits amongst you tonight, and she is our convocation coordinator, and Danielle works very, very hard to make sure everything works very smoothly this week. So let's give Danielle some congratulations. She just received her master's degree. Teaching is hard, so I wish you all the very best. I recall having to teach the same math instruction twice because the kids didn't learn the first time when I was doing my practicum. So I wish you all the very, very best. We hope to see some of you in the lobby. To the friends, the family, thank you for joining us this afternoon. It's been a wonderful ceremony. We've been blessed by all of your presence. Thank you. Please remain seated while the platform party leaves the stage.
Thank you.